Niggas wanna see me stunt. Niggas wanna see me talk my shit. Niggas wanna see me front.
Welcome to the All Walks of Life podcast. I'm here doing the solo episode. Let me turn this shit off before they sue me. You already know what it is. Yeah, man. I'm coming at y'all with a solo episode. I didn't want to do a solo episode, but I figured after the day I had when my patience got tested, I figured let me do it. And I also wanted to clear a few things up before this podcast continues. I said it once, I probably said it twice or three times, and I'll say it again. There's no script to these episodes. There's no agenda to these episodes. I ain't trying to give people the freedom of speech to say what they want to say, whether I agree with them or I don't. If I don't, I'll check them on some non-bully shit. And if I agree with them, I'll agree with them. But I got a couple of, how shall I say it? Comments, maybe, that maybe they didn't like the vernacular. They didn't like the language, possibly. I guess I'll say it in a nice way. But it is what it is. A lot of people don't like that saying. And I realized yesterday and today that saying it is what it is sounds crazy depending on who says it and how you say it. But for those that know me, it is what it is. Dig it or don't dig it. Follow, don't follow. Subscribe, don't subscribe. It's water under the bridge. And I know you don't want to hear me talk. I could have said it if I didn't say it. I'm ego tripping if I'm thinking people don't want to hear me talk. People don't want to hear me talk. Come on. Let's be honest. People got to raise their kids. People got bills to pay. People got to cook. What do they look like listening to me? Listen to me rambling for however long I'm going to do this. I don't know. Right? I'm just letting y'all know it is what it is. Take it how y'all want to take it. And as far as this podcast is concerned, listen, I love freedom of speech. I let everybody say what they want to say. Now, I can understand how some people are like, how are you going to give them a platform to talk like that? And I don't even think anything happened to this point. I'm 4 episodes in. I don't think anything happened within those 4 episodes that were like, oh, that's crazy talk. I don't think that happened. But just in case y'all felt a certain way, it is what it is. I'm going to keep saying that probably another 100 more times. I will sit down with whoever wants to sit down with me. Whoever wants to sit down with me, hit me up. You know the email, theawolpod@gmail.com. Hit me up. If you disagree, agree, don't like it, hit me up. If you feel a certain type of way, hit me up. And we'll sit down and we build. We chop it up. I'll give you a space as long as you ain't talking too crazy, because we ain't bullying anybody over here. Bullies get bullied. This is how I look at it. That's a problem. Nobody gets bullied. Bullies get bullied over here. But you should give everybody a chance to talk. You know why? Because then you know who they are. Everybody wants to like I said, I told my one homie, I'll interview a racist. He was like, what? You're going to interview a racist? That ain't my goal. But I'll sit down with somebody that is biased to their way of thinking. Because I need to know. I'd rather see the devil and know who I'm facing than not know who the devil is and just keep wondering what he looked like. I want to know what he looked like. Let me know what you look like. So yeah, I sit down with somebody. You could talk crazy, like I said, and I'll say it again. Say what you want to say. I don't know how you're going to walk out the room. Got homies on deck, who knows? But I'll let you say what you want to say. And we could discuss that off air, how I feel. But yeah, today was a crazy day. I'm coming at y'all, clear some things up. All Walks of Life podcast. I'm interviewing people from all walks of life. Before I continue with future episodes, y'all need to know that whether you agree or disagree with who I have on here, it's fine with me. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this for views. Luckily, through this corona shit, I still get to keep my job. I still get to make my money. I am sitting in a house that I bought a year and 3 months ago. And once again, I'm not ego tripping. There's a lot more people that got more stuff than I got. A lot more, doing way better than me. And besides being materialistic, there are people raising kids right now, and I see them, and I'm like, yo, that's what's up. What the hell is a house when you got kids running around the crib? You could live in a shack and have 7 kids, but if all those 7 kids love you and you raise them right, and everything is Gucci regardless of how much they got, that is the goal. That's what's up. You're raising a community. You're raising a village. So, yeah, I'm dolo. I'm whipping a certain type of car. I got a crib. But come on, man. Let's be real. That's materialistic. Doesn't mean anything at all until you see the way a daughter looks at her father and the bond they have, and then you're like, oh, that's what life is about. Especially a good dad, and you're like, oh, son is killing it. And it'd be a young homie too. Young homie killing it. And a good dad. I don't know what the interior life is like in their household, but it looks fine from the outside, which can be crazy too, but who knows? But yeah, so now, back to the subject at hand. I got some guests lined up. I got my comrade coming through. I got another homie coming through. I got some people I want to build with. I don't know if they're coming through or not. It's all in the works. You know how that shit go. Everybody's busy. Everybody's doing their own thing. I'm doing my own thing. Like I said, I still got to work. Still doing this, still doing that. But yeah. Now, let's touch a couple bases here. I don't know if y'all know, I'm on my Ah Ching shit. I've been on my Ah Ching shit for a long time. I wonder if I still got my bookmark in here. Man, that book sound heavy, right? God damn. I don't got my book. Oh, shit, I fucked up. I don't have my bookmark in here. Usually, if y'all can see up there, all my books have receipts. I buy all my books cash, and they all have receipts. If you read my receipts, you'll tell at what point I read what book and when I finished it. Because I don't buy another book until I finish the original book that I bought. So if a book says June 21st and another one says June 25th, that means I read one book in 4 days and I bought another one. I had a good little stint when I had the music studio. And then, boy, shout out to my homie Cade. Shout out to the homie Gates, FaZe, my homie Jose, a.k.a. Pan con Leche. But it is what it is. So I got the Ah Ching, and I read this book. It's the Ah Ching Oracle. In case y'all don't know, here it is. I suggest y'all get it. Because everything changes in life. Day becomes night, night becomes day. It's hot, it's cold, mad, happy. You're young, you get old. Everything changes. If you don't accept change, change is inevitable. It's inevitable, change. You have to accept change. If you don't accept change, you're living almost like a partially false life. Change is going to happen, fam. We all going to end up in the ground. Whether today or tomorrow, by accident, on purpose, by a natural disease, earthquake, hurricane, house gets flooded. Either way, we're all going to die. And you got to accept that change. Until you accept that change, if you don't accept that change, life is going to be a little rough for you. So why accept the change? So I'm thinking about this podcast and all the comments that I received personally, because ain't nobody saying nothing on the comments of all the videos, which I appreciate. But you can say what you want. Like it, don't like it. Listen, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not doing this for bread. Once again, luckily I still get to work. But if you feel a certain type of way, comment, hit the dislike, hit the like, share, subscribe, all that Hollywood shit that they tell you that normal podcasts tell you to say. Like, share, subscribe, hit them with your friends. Tell your family about me. Tell your aunt. Your aunt is deaf. She can't even hear us. Tell your aunt about us. It is what it is, right? But so I figured let me throw this ching. I understand change. And the reason I'm doing this solo episode is because today was crazy in life. Well, not crazy. It was weird. Definitely weird. Talked to a couple of homies at work. Nobody's happy. And I led too many revolutions at work for me to lead another one. And I once again, I feel like in life I keep saying to the public, oh, this is what I am, this is what I do, understand what I'm saying. I'm tired of saying, do you understand what I'm saying? You follow with me? I'm tired of saying, do you understand what I'm saying? I keep having to check myself when I say something to somebody. I'm like, but you know I'm not like that, right? I really need for you to understand where I'm coming from. Which is wild to me. Because I let anybody talk the way they want to talk. Say what you want to say. Get it off your chest. And then I'll judge you based off that. And maybe not even that. I might even give you a pass and be like, yo, homie was hot. He said some wild shit. Whatever. But, so I figured, what am I doing with this podcast? Life is bugged out. So I figured, let me throw these coins out and see what the odd ching tell me. What I'm doing with this movement. With this thing. Not even a movement, you hear me? Like I'm doing something special. What am I doing with this? So I threw the coins out when I got home from work after the wild day. And it gave me the great possessing. I kind of want to read it to y'all. But if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, it might seem a little crazy. But I'm going to just say this. Remember, the question was, what am I doing with this podcast? And are people understanding what I'm doing? Because I know what I'm doing. I don't know if people understand what I'm doing based off heads and homies who hit me up, homegirls who hit me up and were like, oh, I don't know. But it says, I threw that 14, hexagram 14. It says, characterized by a central idea or long-term goal, which acts as an organizing force directing the course of one's life. I'm not going to go too deep because I'm pretty sure y'all got diapers to change, lunch to make, grass to mow, oil to change, wrenches to sort out, whatever y'all got to do. So now, really trying to pick my words wisely. In the world that we live in, everybody's soft, everybody's sensitive. Some people have the right to be soft. Not soft. Some people have the right to be sensitive. You already know. I don't explain to you what kind of world we're living in. But when you tune in to the All Walks of Life podcast, you heard that? All Walks of Life podcast. The original intention of this shit was to be completely ignorant. I was going to have homies from work, homies I grew up with, and chop it up, build, laugh on some funny shit. But once again, everything changes. So I could not have started this podcast the way it started on a serious topic. We got Corona. We got George Floyd. We got Black Lives Matter. We got policing. It can keep going and going. I could keep going and going. So fucked up, man. So fucked up. How the shit popped off. But I digress. I wanted this shit to be a little bit more lighthearted and fun. Everybody just laughing, chilling. But it got serious. But don't get it twisted. We're going to get back to the laughs. Not back to the laughs. I've been laughing. I love life. I don't know about y'all. I love life. I know everybody going through their shit, but I love life. I love life. Like I said, I'm sitting here in my crib. I built a studio in an extra bedroom in my house. Who has an extra bedroom? There's kids in Africa right now without water, without food. So really, who am I to complain? I got a podcast studio that I built. One, I had the funds to do it. Second, I had the space to do it. So really, I have nothing to complain about. But I did all this, and I did it. So really, I'm upset that the plan didn't go the way I thought it was. Come on now. Hindsight is 20/20. It's easy to talk shit when you living good. And you telling everybody else to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Until you say that to somebody without arms. Do the math. Damn, you hear that noise out there? It sounds like people are dying out there. Shit. Should I call 911? I don't even know. I ain't snitching, but fuck. If you see something, say something. I saw nothing and heard nothing. I ain't saying anything. But yeah, so that's what it is. Back to the comments. I had a couple people say that the profanity level was a little too much. Listen, man. Once again, I hate to say it, but it is what it is. Maybe this ain't for you. I'll tell you right now, this is not for everybody. This is not going to be for everybody. I don't even know who this is meant for, if you ask me. All I know is I want to sit down, chill with people that I know, and keep it moving. That's it. Catch feelings all you want. Maybe this ain't for you. Maybe it is. I don't know what to tell you, fam. We too soft. We too soft. Everybody wants to be politically correct. I'm all for freedom of speech. I'm for that. Say what you want to say. At least I know who you are, though. Everybody wants to shut people down and don't give them that platform. Cool. They're just going to go in the shadows and still feel the way they feel. Next thing you know, you in a courtroom and a judge feels a certain type of way, but we don't know he feels that way because we shut him down. Now he's thinking, I can't go on Facebook and say whatever I want to say because I might lose my job. So therefore, he'll keep it under wraps. You go to court. You walk in front of him. And then his ideas come out. His thoughts come out. And now you're like, what the hell? Well, if we didn't shut down freedom of speech, we would have knew what he stood for. So I'm all for freedom of speech. All walks of life is going to be free, whether I get paid or not. And if I have to get And I have to censor myself. And listen, I'm already censoring myself, which is going against my ideas. I really want to talk. I am really censoring myself. I X'd out maybe 2 episodes already because I didn't think people could handle them. Don't worry, I got them in the vault. One day they'll come out. But I already censored myself because I don't know how people are going to take them. And I'm like, maybe the world ain't ready. Maybe right now ain't the time for me to put this episode out. And it ain't be by myself. This is the first one I'm doing by myself, just so I could clear all this up. I doubt I'll do this again. Maybe I'll do it again. That's what I'm saying. I could do whatever the fuck I want. I'm already 20 minutes in. I think there's a 5-minute rule. I'm 20 minutes in. I'll do whatever the fuck I want to do. But who knows? So yeah, freedom of speech. Let's get it popping. Come on here. If you feel like what was said on this podcast, or even in the future, this is why I'm putting this out. You only got 4 episodes. I'm only 4 episodes in. Probably got 8 hours worth of material within 4 videos. I'm trying to do this every week, maybe even 2 episodes a week. I guarantee you are going to hear something that you don't like. And that's okay. Word. Nobody's bullying anybody over here. If you don't understand where we're going with this, all the real people that know me, they know where my heart is at. They know what I'm about. I can say whatever I want to say, I feel like. People know where my heart is at. Of course, I will watch what I'm saying because of the climate that we live in, which is crazy, right? But I'm a respect people's feelings. I know what line to cross and what line not to cross. Some people don't, but I love the people that don't know that line. I love it because they cross that line all the fucking time. And when they cross that line, now I know where they stand. And now I know where to keep them. I put them over there in that category. You censor those people from talking, you don't know where they stand at. So when they do you don't know what position in life they carry. Next thing you know, that's your supermarket clerk. That's your gas station attendant. And more important is your judge, your lawyer, your public defender, the cop, the jury. Let them be known. Let them talk. Why y'all stopping people from talking? Let them talk. If it sounds crazy, it sounds crazy. Let them do what they do. As long as you're not bullying anybody, I'm with it. Because bullies get bullied and hurt people hurt people. So do bullies get a pass? No, but hurt people hurt people. But if you see a bully, bully his ass back. You got kids? Tell your kid. I don't have kids. Tell your kids. Somebody touches you, you punch them in the mouth. I think it was KRS-One that said, if you truly want to stop the violence, you pick up a baseball bat and you hit his ass. Obviously, then the violence will stop. If you see somebody that's violent, whip his ass. Whip his ass. Then he gonna know. Then he's gonna know. You could only take so much before you get punched back in the mouth. Talk all that shit you want to. Till somebody check you, then you're gonna say what? Tell your daughters, tell your sons, somebody touches you, punch him in the mouth. I'll pick you up from school and we'll go get ice cream. We'll take you to McDonald's. Don't eat fast food. That ain't good for you. Somebody touches you, you punch him in the mouth, and we'll go eat healthy somewhere. Don't tell them that you eat healthy. Kids don't know. That's another thing for another episode. I want Oreo cookies. If you gave your kid celery from day one, they're not going to know that it's bullshit. Come on. I don't have kids, so I could be talking out of school. But I'm assuming you just tell your kid chocolate is bad, celery is banging. Next thing you know, your kid's eating celery. A little bit of peanut butter. Chilling. Got a healthy kid. Ain't worried about corona. Get them that vitamin D. Put them on that C, that B12, that turmeric. But yeah. I'm already going on 25 minutes. There's probably a bunch of bullshit. But I had to clear that up. All Walks of Life podcast. Like it or don't like it, you're going to hear some wild shit. All right? You might hear some intellectual shit. Either way, get your mind right before you come here. And if your mind ain't right when you come here, maybe it will be when you leave. Not doing it for the money. Still get to work once again. Thank God life is crazy. Some people out here struggling. I'm kind of chilling. And even without corona, we all chilling. If you think about other places in this world. So yeah, you know what it is. Hit you with the Hollywood shit. Like, share, subscribe. Do what you gotta do. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Sound like a commercial, right? That's just bugged out to me. I ain't with all that. But on the way out, I'm gonna hit you with something that I wrote a long time ago. For the homies that know me, I've been writing and spoken word tracks, whatever, since probably 96. And this is a old track. Not that old, but it's old. But it fits in the times that we're going through. So I'm going to hit y'all with that before we be out of here on the first solo episode of the All Walks of Life podcast. Probably the last one. Probably not. See what I'm saying? I get to do what the fuck I want, son. Ain't nobody worried about nothing. Before I continue, I just want to give a shout out to a couple of people. Shout out to my homie T, Terrence Rudolph, for helping me build this. That's my comrade. Shout out to my homie O, my homie Oscar, which sets an example of what a dad should be like. Young homie, but moving right. Household looks cool. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to him. Shout out to my homie J Mass. You already know who you are. So yeah. So we're going to end this with this little snippet of something. Let y'all know what it is. It goes. It's hard to fight them feelings when the feelings start fighting back. Easy to see the darkness when your vision is black. I want to wake the people like a fire alarm when you pull it. And that's straight up and down, like celebratory bullets. Some don't even know I'm over their heads, like blown street lights. Or like having a house and not knowing what home be like. A stranger to them four walls you know so well. Partial freedom, like having a cell in a cell, but no service. All you could do is stare at the bars. And hopefully they move left to right by the guards. And now you're free to go, despite the price you paid. Got a second chance of life, but yet that chance is grave. Gotta keep it moving even if the planet ain't steady. Soon enough the universe will catch up when it's ready. And it might take some time before the stars are aligned. Hard to see the beauty when the beast created the design. Analyze the lies and realize that the real is in the eyes of the beholder. Shit. That's realer than dead soldiers who don't know the reason why their blood had to season foreign soil. And now the food they grow is spoiled. Water contaminated by the greed in the world. So you bring some innocence in it by seeding your girl. And hopefully that'll be the child that'll change things. Worst case, Things remain the same and they're ancient. Form with no progress. Stuck in the projects. Hating the process. But loving the objects. Material love story that play and repeat. It never ends well. Like a track star without cleats. Sore feet. From these rough roads that we travel on. The ignorant grab mics and get they Babylon. I build a new spaceship to find a new Babylon, but don't worry. I got seats for y'all to tag along. It is what it is. The tickets are free. So y'all to hop on or not. All Walks of Life podcast. And we out of here.